Good morning and welcome to today's live trading London session with the Harmonic scanner and pitchforks. So let's get started and start sharing screen. First of all, we look at the news. Today is the 9th of September, so 4 p.m. we have two lots of CAD news this afternoon, but nothing affecting us this morning. Tomorrow some euro, Friday some euro, so that might start tightening up the market there, and more on CAD on Friday. So I want to go to Euro NZD first and have a look at this one. So that's completed that scan. It's coming back up into this one now. So we'll just bring this one up here. And you can see very sharp rise there. So let's come down to the 1 minute. This is the old scan, so I'm just going to dull that one out. So these are the outer extensions on this big scan. It is a big scan, this one. Let's just measure it. $560. So that's about over 110, 120, but it's quite a lot each. Hang on, it's quicker for me to do that. 160 each. So that is a very big scan. You can see that upward trend on the hourly, even though it's dipping down at the moment. But because it's such a big scan on EN, that means we can take what we call quarter theory trades. Otherwise, we'd be sat for a long time, even on this fast pair. It's got 50, 100, 150 down to this level here, where the outer extension is with the quarter theory. It may not want to dip back down that far because it has come back into the scan. So let's just mark this up, see what we're going to do with it. So it looks like it wants to drop down to, this next level down here. So I think, because that's quite a sharp decline at the moment, and you can see this downward trend here. If you're not sure, just draw yourself a downward trend so you can see a clear downward trend with lower highs. And it's done a break and a retest off quarter theory. It's still below the 62, and price will always want to move between major levels. So I think it's a good idea to draw I could put an alert on that old pitchfork there, which I can see running behind this line. So that's where I'm going to set my alert. And let's do that. And just, I always like things in the same color, because then your subconscious brain doesn't have to think about what all the lines are that you've drawn. I know my pale blue are always alerts, so I know what to do even if I haven't looked at this for hours when the alert goes off. So what we're looking for on this is, and there is an old, I can see some old extensions there, so it may want to turn around before this. That's what we're looking for. up to there, but it could fail anywhere along here and then come up. So I might put another alert on. Let me just look at the prices on the right. So we've got it at the moment at 177.4077.6. Okay, so it looks like it's turning now. So I think what we'll do as well is clone this. Can't see. I thought I cloned that. Oh, I think I've hit the wrong button. Yeah. What have I done there? Hang on. Let me just see what those. Just go back. And right, sorry about that. Accidentally put something on and I can't quite work out what that was. No, I've still got my correct. Such a small scan comparatively, that one. So that's okay, as long as I've still got my lines on there. Right, so let's start again. Okay. So what I want to do, because I can see, can you see it's leveling out here? It's not, although it's failing to break that quarter theory. Oh, it's quite a strong move there. But I think I'm going to put an alert as well. That's what I was trying to do here, because I can see that 62 EMA is now leveling out on the quarter theory. So we're putting an alert there as well. And we'll be looking for, either that or that. So that's EN at the moment. Just write this down. Close that for the moment. Now go to Euro Ord. Got the same thing on this Euro coming down here. The orange is crossed on the 1 minute below for a sell, because remember that's our current trend in the market. And here is the scan from the 14th of August up to the extensions, and it's well past the median, so that's okay for buys and sells. And here it is again. I did look at the scanner. I have got a few to put on, but nothing that affects this. So let's have a look. Now, if we are thinking of selling this, then we wouldn't be buying Euro NZD because it's correlating pairs. So let's just have a look here. 60, it's just on 60. Okay, so we've got a pitchfork touch, we've got some breaks and rejections, break and retest there. We've got the orange the 62 has crossed for a sell, and it's below quarter theory, but there's a big gap for the stop loss. Now it's coming back up there. That isn't a very big break and retest. That could be what we call slippage. It's only 5.3. So I haven't got anything on that. You can see, I could draw our trend line down. Which would be, that's very tight. That's the one with the most touches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on that basis, we've got a break and a retest to the upside. Let's put that in the right color for my trend lines, which for me is green. So if we get a break and a retest back, we want to wait for that 62 to come back round in our favor. Sorry, that should be on that line there. Just like, we want that curling back round, and then we want this break and a retest to go. That's a 10 pip break and retest. So in that, if we get the break and the retest, pitchfork touch 1, break and retest 2. Let me see if I could just remind you of our documents. Here's your confirmations, the trade sheet. Must have a pitchfork touch, and then at least 2 of these. So quarter theory 62, the 1 minute break and retest, a channel touch, or the fib on the 88.6 or the 61.8 preferably. Okay, so always have that for any trade that you are doing. So that now is coming back up. So we'll set our alert on this one. So we'll catch it, have another look at it when it comes up here. That's got an alert. So if it starts to do a break and a retest, I can't put it down here because obviously it's going to go off any minute. So that's EuroAUD, another fast one. Euro CAD. Let me just check my other scans. I've got everything. Yeah, I haven't got nothing on this one that needs doing, I don't think. So Euro CAD has stalled out along there. Let's check our scan. Remove that because that's no longer valid. So this looks like it's coming down, which is interesting because the other two we thought might be turning to go up. So our last scan on this one is here, and I think there I had, let me bring up that color, I'll do it in green. That was the second pitchfork that I drew. So I don't think we've got any other scans on this that aren't, everything's showing at the moment. Put that one back on. Let's come back down to the 1 minute. And then we'll check the euros, see what they're doing, because this is a downward trend. Sometimes they move at slightly different speed. Take that off the quarter theory. If that's our trend line, the reason I've ignored those is because you see if I put my cursor over, that's on the hour. So the hourly spike, the hourly fake out. So I'm quite happy with that as a trend line. So it's still below that. So that's coming down to quarter theory. But our next scan is right down here. So we haven't got anything for Euro CAD unless I can do a, which I, oops, need to put the magnet on, otherwise you can get things glitching on you. I don't think I've got anything where I can draw a second pitchfork that will pick it up at the moment. Possibly this one, but I won't do that for us at the moment because it means fiddling around a bit, and we probably want to look at trade setups. So that's Euro CAD. Can't do anything with that. What's happening with EN? That's continued to fall. Continued to fall. Euro ORD tried to make a move up, failed. So that is also falling. So the euros are going down. GU. Let me just look at my scan list. Got some to draw on. The last scan I had on this is here. So it came right back up here. Let me check the scanner. Sorry, check my old scans. I mean, they're all switched on. So it's coming back into, so normally I find the GBP goes the opposite way to the euro. There is euro news tomorrow and Friday, red flag news. But that's just stalled on quarter theory. And so let's come down to our 1 minute. So we've got the orange has come below the blue, quite a long way back. You see it's been in a downward, that's a big long downward trend. And then I want to look at Euro USD. So a long downward trend against the dollar for 2 days. Tokyo, big drop in London, 100, about nearly 100 pips. New York reversal. You see how you always get that consolidation. I used to trade that for everyone between 12 and 1 UK time, I think it was. Yes, well, no, 1 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock my time. I used to always trade this bit for an hour, which is that changeover. And then you get the New York reversal. And then long period of just sucking along the 62. Price will always want to return to that. Tokyo, you never get much range. Pre-London fake out to the opposite side. Carries on, big drop down, another 100 pips or so. New York, it carried on the decline. It didn't actually do a lot of reversing there. A little bit late in the day there. And then here we are. There's your Tokyo range. It's never very much, never very big. Down, and then it's coming back up out of here. So let's see. So let's see what we've got. We could put a fib on that, I think. From here to here, and that's just coming off that 88.6. So that looks to me like it's going to respect this scan. Although it is above the 62, it's above quarter theory. They're both saying buy. The pitchfork break and retest is telling you sell. If you measure that, that is a break and a retest of 10 pips, and it's stalling off it there. It's in this little price trap between the pitchfork and the quarter theory. It's got to make its mind up whether it's going to carry on this new downward trend off that. Let's just make sure I've measured it properly. You have to put your fibs on accurately. So that is on that is on accurately. If you look at that highest high past previous high to current low, past to present high to low for a sell. So we've done that, and we've got a wick off the 88.6 and a wick off the 78.6. So not exactly as accurate as we would like. So a bit of a mixed message here. So I don't think we can do a lot on this. If the euros are going down, I'd expect the GBP to be going up. And we've got that there. There's an upward trend there. So we need it to break that like this. If we're going to sell, it needs to come and do a break and a retest off the 62 and then down to go like this. And we would want to get in underneath the 62 EMA, not on quarter theory, wait for price to be underneath. But as I say, normally I'd expect the GBP to be going the other way to the euros. So we need to keep an eye on both of these. And I haven't got any scan above. So if it is going to buy, we can't do anything about that because we haven't got a scan there. Let's see what EN is doing. It's just hit our alert to come up. So let's take these off. And we're just coming up to the half-hour candle. So I want to look at the half-hour candle in that case, because the candles tell us the story. And you can see over here on the right-hand side, we've got 30 seconds left to run. So the half-hour candle is saying doji candle indecision. It's wicking off the quarter theory. It can't break above. Let me take these off. And this last one here, sorry, this new one here is a sell candle, and it's below quarter theory. The new half-hour candle has opened as a sell. It won't finally print till the very end, but you can see it is dropping. So our half-hour candle is telling us not to buy. You see it's just changing to buy there. EA, the alert's gone off. That's saying buy as well. So euro's going up. Let's take some of this off. So what we want is we need a retest down to the pitchfork. And then we can look at that for a buy, but not until price comes above the 62. Never get in on a buy if price is below. So you do need that 62 to be curling round. So I've put the alert right down on the pitchfork. On EA, and let's see what happens when that goes off. Come back to the 1 minute on EN. So there it is on the 1 minute. You see it's not liking that level. I just want to, this was that big scan, wasn't it? Yeah. So if we've got that big scan, we could take, I'm not sure I feel like doing this morning. Break and read, you know, it's saying sell me, sell me, sell me, sell me, and it's under the 62. So we have got a sell here. Got a sell here. So I'm just take this on demo because it shows you how we analyze our setups. And you've got your downward trend here. So I haven't really got a lot. Don't like that. So it's leveled out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think because you see how it's not really, it's forming. Let's just do this. I'll show you like this. There's a parallel channel. Get rid of the magnet. So you need to pick up as many touches as you can. So it gives you a good eye for it. So channel touch, very shallow, down for a sell there. Stalling out, so it's looking like it wants to break this channel. Do you see what I mean? Because it doesn't, it fails to reach the top of the channel. So channel buying and selling is where it goes up and down, up and down. Once it starts to stall out like that and fails to reach the top, that means price is thinking about going the other way. And there indeed we've got this looking like it is going to start to level out for a buy. So a little bit confusing this morning between the GBP and the euros. So euro CAD stalling at that level, although the orange has crossed below the blue, but moving quite slowly. GBP USD, now that is coming down. So we've got the rejection off there, and we've got quarter theory. So if that gets below, we've got this for a sell. We've got this for a sell here. So you've got your break and retests of the pitchfork, break and retest of quarter theory. You're covered there. So I think this is GU for a sell, but it's just let it make its mind up here. It's right above and on that 62. So you want it to curl round in your favor. So if that curls round, yeah, you see, it's just, this is why you don't want to rush into these things. Just let it make its mind up. Otherwise you're stuck in things you don't want to be stuck in, and there's always other trades. You only need a few good quality trades. So that's 5.5 pips, but you see it's a bit of stall out along here. And we are in the extensions. I know Chance isn't always keen on taking trades in the extensions. He'll sometimes wait till it's down here. 21 seconds. We'll just see the close of this candle. So that looks like 10 seconds, because you've got this 62 is quite straight. There's our hourly fake out. Definitely we've got pitchfork touch, breaks and retests, break and retest of the pitchfork under the 62. So if I stop sharing, I think I'm going to get into that GU just for a small one. One, 2, 9. Let's share screen again. Right, that's coming down. So hi Babs, we're in GU for a sell, or I am anyway. Hang on, I need to share my screen. So here it is coming down. Let me do my settings. Right, so we'll just let that one run. So we're looking for take profit at 1.29200. That's our take profit one. And then our next zone is down at this minus 27, 1.29058, down to that quarter theory 1.29000. Watch out for the 0% level previous stall out areas. You can put it on your slightly higher time frame to see what happened before. See where your previous stall outs were. Not for a long while has it been there. There's a D point 12th of August, and that X point at that quarter theory 1.30, 1.30, that's there. And then back in July at that level 1.29500. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, so we'll just leave that to decide what it's going to do. Horizontal line, I'm going to put that at, so keep that. Four, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5. Change the color. And then we'll go on to look at some other things. Add alert. Right. Okay, so we'll leave that one to decide what it's doing. Just let it play out what the euro's doing. So the euros are indeed breaking the channel and turning. It's just trying to push up above quarter theory. That's on EN. This was a channel that I drew. I'll take that off now. And take that off. Don't need that alert down there because I think it's turning. You can see on that stall out, it's trying to push up. This was our trend. And get rid of that. So we need it to come back up here. Just let me see again to show you. There's this big scan, and you can see this upward trend now. So we've got a very big scan here, so you can take quarter theory trades. And then Euro CAD, that too has coming back the other way. So GCAD, take that off. Let's run through a few more. GCAD, downward trend, break and retest off the pitchfork under the 62. It's just breaking above that at the moment. And let's look at the there's the scan, D point from the 3rd of September. It's worked its way down nicely. But there's no trade for us at the moment because it's in the middle of things. GA, big downward trend outside the scan. Not sure I've got any other scan at the moment. I haven't got any. I could turn one of these on. I've got quite a few there. Just trying to look what's behind it. There's several there. Try this one.
I've got a butterfly to with a D point of midnight on the 4th of the 9th.
Oh, great. On an hourly?
Hold on. Yes, it was an hourly. Let me see if it's still there. GA. Yeah, that's still there. I'll put my coordinates in.
Hang on, I did write some down, but no, I haven't got that one because I didn't have time to draw everything, or didn't make time rather.
I put coordinates in the chat.
Great. Where is the D point?
Midnight on the. Oh, hold on. What help? I'll get the right. Yeah, midnight on the 4th of September.
Right. Let's look at the chat then. Thank you. So 4th of the 9th, that's UK times. 2nd of the 9th, 08. 2nd of the 9th, 02. 1st of the 9th at 22. And 1st of the 9th at 1300. That's the 9th at 22. 2nd of the 9th at 02. Second of the 9th at 08. Is this another one of your tiddlers?
I didn't think so.
No, just checking. That's that
I shall
one.
never share one of those again. No, we've got 150 pips on that.
Yeah. So does that look about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now I just tried that go to this morning and I don't know what I did, but it deleted. It didn't work very well for me before I came on. So I don't want to rush it doing it that way. I'm just going to do it my old-fashioned way for the moment. Oops.
It's funny because yesterday there was a different one for a buy, but obviously it didn't go that way. So
did that disappear then?
Yes.
I did delete one yesterday that I can't remember which one it was now there.
I've still kept it in there though, but faded it out. Is that right to do that, or?
If it's disappeared off the scanner, normally I'd just delete it myself because it's obviously something's gone wrong with it.
Yeah.
So because you've got enough scans coming through that you want to have the confidence in what you've got, not think subconsciously, oh, I kept that one, but it wasn't on the scanner. Did it work for me or not? So I do tend to say to myself, if in doubt, I delete. And it is tough to delete them because you want to believe in them and you think, oh, I've just put all that work into drawing it and surely it'll work. But I have learnt to sort of take them off. Then I know the ones I've got I'm happy with. So that's going to be on there.
It's a shame this one wasn't open yesterday because looks textbook.
Really good. Let's just lock that on. There we are. Great. Okay, so let's come back down. Right, so it's come out of it though at the moment. But yeah, that went down very nicely for such a fast pair. Looks like it's leveled out and it's coming up above that it wants to ping back in, but there's nothing that we can do on it until about here, really.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put an alert on there. That's lovely. Thank you very much for that.
To catch up on my scans.
I know. I said it yesterday and the day before, and I'm scrabbling around a bit sometimes. So this is USD JPY at the moment, and there is a new scan on this, on the M15. Which was the 3rd of the 9th. At 2000, that's going to be that one. And then the 4th at 1545, that's a trend line I put on, get rid of that. 4th at 1545, so let me just pick up this one. That's there. Oops, it's just missed it, I'll correct it in a minute. It's there. 7th of the 9th at 10:15. 8th of the 9th at 12:15. And 9th of the 9th at 08. This is my time. Make sure you've got it in your local time.
Yeah, I'll do it after.
Yeah, that's there. That's right on quarter theory down there. Whoops, there we are. Let me just, got 2 of them right bang on 50 pips each on quarter theory. Very strong. Pitchfork XCD. Make sure you've got your magnet on. That's just slipped. So that looks correct. And then down to the 1 minute. Oh, I can't quite tell on that one. Interesting. This is the way I solve it if I can't quite tell. They're both bang on, aren't they? They look like exactly the same. So I'm going to go for, it doesn't matter which one you go for. If they are exactly the same. A. And just do this last one. That's exactly the same as well. So we'll just lock those on. And come down to the smaller. Right, there we are. So we're on the 1 minute. So this is USD JPY. And we've got, we have got a point of interest. It's not come back and tested the D point. This is a New York session pair. Remember, you've got a strong upward trend. The orange has crossed above the blue. There's the pitchfork touch, and now we've got a break and a retest of quarter theory with the 62 coming up. So once the 62's pointing up in the right direction, preferably up, you know, come up, showing you it's not going to curl back round on you, then we could look at a buy, as it's a buy scan up to here. So it didn't break and retest the pitchfork, that's all. So it hasn't done it on the D point, and it hasn't done it here. So that's my only concern. So I'd rather wait until it does all that or comes up above this quarter theory. You wouldn't want to be getting in here where you've only got 5 pips between the pitchfork and the quarter theory. Absolutely pointless in my opinion, because you're just putting a brick wall that you've got to worry about, and you are looking for a long for a buy because the D point's here and it's a new scan, etc., etc. So that's what I'm going to do, is put a trend line there and see. It might fall back down, test that 15-minute, come back down, and then carry on up. I do like that upward trend. It has done, let me just see how much that break and retest is off that quarter theory. It's only 5 pips there. So it hasn't done the break and the retest of the pitchfork, that's all. So let's put a trend line on there. An alert, because I don't want to touch it until it's past that quarter theory anyway. So I needn't even bother to look at it until it's done that. So it can sort itself out. You could put one down here. Don't bother putting one there, because as I say, you want to wait for the quarter theory. I don't know what there's no red flag news on USD for the rest of the week, whether it wants to come right back down and test that and then go back up, but it has made a long move up, and the 62 has now crossed the blue. So that's what I think we should be looking for on that one. And we're just coming out to the end of time. GN, the one we love, the wacky wild one, that's stalled out and is coming above the 62, but it really is quite a wild pair. We try not to trade it on these sessions. GBP, JPY is going down, but I haven't got, that's outside that scan. I haven't got any other scans. Let me just tick off, I've drawn that USD JPY. USD CAD, I haven't looked at Euro USD, have I? I wanted to look at. So USD CAD is, USD is going up. I haven't got anything I can trade. My scan is down here. There is, oh, there is a new, I think there is a new USD CAD. I've written that down. USD CAD. Shark. This one. Whoops. Why has that suddenly gone like that? I haven't drawn this yet. Let me just measure it. No, not that one. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere.
Trader's Way hourly.
Oh,
There's
thank you.
Crab.
Thank you very much.
Which is...
I've got a shark's just come up. New one. Well, that's M30. Trader's Way USD crab. There it is. That's the one we want to draw. I won't do it now because we're out of time, but it's a sell with a deep. It's just, it should be all right. It's not hit the stop loss on that. And that is 166. So we have got a new one to draw, USD H1. Let me write the points down and I can do it after. X, 3rd of the 9th. A, 6th of the 9th, 23, my time. B, 7th of the 9th at 12. C, 7th of the 9th at 1700. And D, don't know if that should be moved up slightly, but we'll leave it where it is. D, probably all right. The 8th of the 9th at 2300. And what alarm went off? Was that EN or EA? So EA has gone up. It's just coming up above the 62. We were looking at that for a buy. So it is just about right now. You're a few pips off. Take that off. Move. So that's buying. Because this one had worked its way all the way down, hadn't it? Just refresh my memory. Yes, it's gone down past the median. There's that scan from the 14th of August.
Can I ask something really quickly?
Yeah, of course.
On GU, I've got an alert set, but it's not got to the... what scan do you have for that?
For GU?
Yeah.
Hang on then.
Thank you.
GU is working its way down. We're in this for a sell, or I am anyway, from earlier on. I have this from, just come back into it, this one, Babs. D point.
Right, okay, yeah.
That one, 27th of August.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's everything.
That one's coming down.
Yeah, yeah, so we're selling that one, which, because correlating pairs, and also if I just wanted to look at Euro USD. I haven't looked at that. I just wanted to finish our session by looking at that. If one's going down, the other will be going up. EU, there. I wish Babs lived next door. I could invite her over, give her a slap up meal and bribe her to get my scans up to date. Right, so Euro USD is on this scan. Nice big one. Biggest traded currency that there is. C to D is 186. So that is 50. It's worked its way down nicely. Let's come to the 1 minute, see what we've got. I think we missed the trade on this one. I must remember to look at it sooner. So all that stall out in Tokyo, the 62 has been below for a long time. It crossed over under 8th of September, day and a half ago. And break and a retest of the pitchfork. There's your hourly fake out under the 62. The only thing I wouldn't have liked about it is it's right between the quarter theories. But that's what it's doing at the moment. There's a downward trend, and if you drew that trend, well, it's quite a lot of stall out to draw a trend, but you've got the break and the retest there to the downside. What was that just went off? Can't remember now. Something just went off. Oh, UJ was it, or GJ? Here it is. So this is, thank you. So USD JPY, which is our New York pair, well, USD, obviously New York JPY Asian. So it's not, I don't normally look at it as a preference in London session, but if that comes up above here, you've got a break and a retest there, but you do want that 62 giving you more strength up in your favor, so it's not just going to fail on you back down. So you want that 62 continuing its upward climb, preferably pointing upwards and breaking through that quarter theory, and you know, then hopefully you could get a buy out of that. So that's all for this morning. I will post trade ideas if I see any more. And thanks for your help. Oh, well done, Nuno. Me too, in profit already and break even. Well done, well done. EA's hit the, I don't know what ADR is, so it will go up. You are good for a sell.
ADR, yeah, ADR is average daily range.
Average what range?
Daily range.
Oh, okay. Right, I don't usually look at that. I'll have to ask you about that sometime.
Yeah, it's a good range for a setup.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can go through that with me sometime. I'd be grateful. You're good for a sell for 25 pips on EA. Well done. Thanks, Nuno, for that. So EA for a sell setup. Look at that, Nuno says. And I'll see you all tomorrow, everyone. So thanks for joining, and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Sarah.
Okay, bye.